Okay, I'm gonna be doing another thing. It's not really my thing to do because I feel like I'm too small on YouTube to do this. But she did ask, so let me do it. Give me a second.
Something happened earlier today, and it's kind of been bothering me, so I thought I would share it with you guys. For all of you who don't know, I attend a very liberal high school. I am just about the only conservative there, and I'm currently taking political seminars. Today in class we had a political debate about the Supreme Court and how our government works. To my surprise, the only thing people talked about was how unfair it is that the majority of people in Congress are white. This off-topic conversation lasted about 5 full minutes before I spoke up. I simply asked them why it mattered.
Let me stop that. I don't know what high school you go to. She goes to, and I'm not asking. I'm sorry. Don't. I'm not creeping. You're in high school, so I assume you're still 18. I'm an old ass motherfucker. I'm close to 30. Anyway, let me put I went to a school that was known for being with white people, and a lot of them were pretty liberal. From maybe I think I wasn't in truth I wasn't really into politics before, and I didn't know much about it, and it wasn't even as big of a topic as much as it is now. But I do remember people bitching about people being in office and being white. I remember Hispanic guys, black people were like, oh, there's too many white people in this school, and then I remember people talking about how the school was so ghetto, and I don't know if it was like 50. I don't know what the race ratio was. I had a white friend. Me and him used to make racist jokes to each other. I make fun of him for being white. He made fun of me for being Hispanic. Or he called me Mexican because it was the closest thing I had. And he'd get surprised that I wouldn't get offended because he even told me he knew a guy who would make fun of white people as a joke. But anytime he made fun of Mexican or Hispanic people as a joke, that guy would get offended about it. So I think that alone would say I think that's more of a minority mindset. I don't know the race ratio in the classroom you were dealing with, but please tell me if it was mostly like Hispanics, blacks, or even Asians. I just remember the Hispanic people, from what I could say, without a doubt, I would even say black people from what I saw. But I'll say Hispanics mostly because they're the ones I obviously hung out with more because I could just obviously blend in. I knew the culture a lot better. Seem to have a problem with white people. Anyway, let me get back to your video response, and I apologize for just interrupting. This isn't uh, me interrupting you as a woman for the feminist out there who sees this, who happens to see this. I'm pretty pathetic on YouTube, so whatever. I can make fun of myself. I explained why I got into all this before earlier in another video. Anyway, back to it.
So much to them. I then used an example. If two men were applying for a job, one white and one black, let's say the white man has straight A's and a 4.0 GPA, and the black guy has a B average and a 3.5 GPA. My point was, diversity should not be important in this case. If someone is more qualified for a job, then they should get it based on their intelligence, not just by diversity.
I'm gonna stop it there. Really, there was nothing wrong with that. You were pointing out the better person for the job should get the job rather than somebody getting the job for their race. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. But personally, I find it more offensive. At least I would find it more offensive if somebody wants to give me a job based on my race over someone who's qualified. I mean, are there exceptions to this rule? Yes. And let me explain this. If you got me and some white guy applying at a Mexican restaurant as a server, odds are I'm gonna get the job because of my race, which, in a sense, doesn't make sense. If you think about it, you go to a Mexican restaurant, you see a bunch of white guys, serving tables, all that. You're gonna kind of ruin that feel of that atmosphere. So I think there maybe that's kind of a thing, you know. So there, I can't call it black and white, but other than that, no. I mean, if I go for a computer job or something, I don't know jack about computers. There could be some guy who went to college for God knows how long, learns he can, you know, build them, program them, he can like solder the damn parts together and all that, you know, make a hard drive from scratch basically. He should get that job over me, obviously. Now, well, we got like, you know, 8 white people, so let's just hire this Mexican guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh, we can't fire him either because then that'd be racist. Like, I'd be getting paid a good money for not doing shit. In a way, that sounds pretty cool, but I would be so offended by that. I mean, just this guy's Mexican, so therefore, there's no way he could be, you know, he could ever achieve without our help. So it's either you give a guy a, I don't know how to put it. It's like I really don't know how to put it. It's kind of like, you know, I guess for lack of I don't know how to better phrase it is. The white man would be giving me a handout because I'm a poor, stupid minority who needs this hand from them, rather than me proving to somebody that I'm capable on my own. Maybe I might need a little help here and there, learning or trying to figure something out. But no, not even that. Just obviously brown skin. He can't do this on his own. Let's just give it to him. Let's just give it to him. No, sorry. I mean, no. So yes, as far as the closest thing I would say you did wrong maybe was you used grades rather than like actual skill. Like if somebody who has this many years of experience over someone who has, you know, however many years, like 1 year to 5 years experience, basically. That would be the only thing I would say, maybe. But high school, I wouldn't have thought of that back in high school. Like I said, I wasn't even very political.
So the white man should be chosen for his position. I then said something that really upset people. I said, intelligence is more important than diversity. After I said this, people got really, really mad. One person got so upset that he ripped his notebook and left the class. Later that day, a sophomore told me to go f*** myself. And as I walked past people, I saw them quietly whisper and point to me. I just don't understand what I said that was so wrong. It was just my opinion. If you guys could please help me out and comment or make a video response with your thoughts as to why I'm right or as to why I'm wrong, then I would really appreciate that. I'm really looking forward to what you guys have to say.
Well, here's where you're wrong. You had a different opinion in a liberal school. That's it. That is it. I mean, the guy who ripped his notebook and all that and just walked out the class. Wow. I'd say stay away from that guy. And this goes to any woman, because you know that motherfucker's going to be abusive. The one person who told you to go fuck themselves, well, that just seems to be liberals for you. They get so angry. At my job, I had a woman get mad at me. She was a big-time Bernie Sanders supporter, so when I told her, look, how he would have bankrupted us, giving free college, this, that, wanting to tax the rich. It was in a sit-down interview with Bernie Sanders saying he didn't think a 90% tax would be too high. Yet, people talk, oh, he doesn't want to do that. Okay, well, we don't, at least I don't remember what he really wanted to do, but still, he didn't think that'd be too high. So in other words, 90% wouldn't have been a bad tax rate for the rich. If you were rich, would you fucking stay in the U.S. being taxed that much? Not only that, go look at his tax plan for stocks. He wanted to tax 50 cents for every $100. That doesn't sound bad. That's, you know, for every $100 you make, you lose 50 cents. Okay, but put that on top of a 90% tax. As someone who has stocks, I'm telling you, you still pay taxes on that shit. You pay taxes on your stocks. So 90%. And then keep in mind, this is Uncle Sam. So let's say I made $100. They're gonna tax 90% of my $100. So that's that $10. I mean, then there's that 50 cents because I still made $100. So I'm gonna be making $9.50 for every $100 in my stocks. Who would really? I think about, you give up your American citizenship, you no longer pay those taxes. Yeah, you may not be able to have companies here, but then that's how many jobs lost in America. And then keep in mind, America fucking buys everything. So basically, you're still going to be able to settle the U.S. if you really wanted. And yet, when I explained this, she was ranting about some bullshit about how he wanted to help middle class and bring us out of poverty because he wanted to give us free health care. We have a right to it. We have a right to this and that. And then after a while, she just started raising her voice, telling me to shut up, this and that. Like, I just don't want to hear different opinions. How I, I don't remember everything. This and that. How I'm arrogant. I don't want to. I just don't want to hear the truth. This and that. So believe me, I've been where you're at. I really have. So yeah, that's the only thing you did wrong. I'd say is you had a different opinion in a liberal school. But if I may, if you've ever seen anything from Ben Shapiro, he'll even tell you dealing with the left is the best way to learn how, or hearing their arguments is the best way to learn how to counter their arguments, because then you know all their talking points. So please stay strong. That's really all I can say is I'm sorry, I'm not very good at this. Anyway, I was glad to be able to respond to somebody, because someone who asked, like I said, it's not my thing. I feel I'm too small for this, to respond to people. Like, personally, that's just how I feel. But anyway, yeah, that's the only thing you did. But in reality, no, you're right. I agree with you 100%. Um, Hell, odds are you sound like a very bright girl. I don't doubt you're brighter than my ass. So even between the two of us, even though I might have more, I guess, real world working experience, it's been mostly retail. So I guess any real actual job that pays good, you're going to be more qualified for, which you should definitely get over me. If we were applying for the same job, obviously. I mean, unless it's in retail, then that's a bit of a different story. But no, anyway, take care. I really do wish you the best. I'm sorry that happened. It's going to happen for God knows how long until people finally wake up. And I'm not saying conservatives are 100% right, but at the same time, we don't really care about feelings and stupid bullshit of gender quotas, racial quotas, and all that. I'm not really conservative, but I can agree with them more often. Anyway, I usually do more than one farewell to people, or in general. I don't know why. That's just the way I am. I apologize now. Anyway, take care. I wish you the best. And I hope you know I subscribe to you, and I hope to see more videos from you. Till next time.